So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olsen here in the booth. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
They'll run. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Facial Tootin. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 4.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Quick hitting slant there. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play for Jacksonville. 31 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Get it.
In motion comes Thomas. They send the receiver in motion left.
Panthers 50, Panthers 50.
Now they'll set up to throw. Rolling to the left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
Really nice job defensively. They were all over that from the jump. Initially, I thought he was going to break away and pick up something positive, but at the end of it all, he ended up going backwards.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. They set up the screen here for Tootin. He'll get it inside the 20, and he'll be taken down. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, go!
It's a toss out wide for Tootin. It's going to be a pickup of 4 and get him down to the 12-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go!
They'll look to throw. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get across the 20, broken down at the 23-yard line.
Real cool. They be on that rapid pay the bill. Now I'm better, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, you still sold down the earth.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And, oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's a first carry to their running back. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and
2. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
He'll look to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Guarani brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. It's first down for Tampa Bay.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 11.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Second and 11. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and
7. Viking 18. Come on, go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one, take it in. Touchdown.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, break. Hawk, get up. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Get up.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball's over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Roll. Tag. Steady, right?
Handoff. It's Tootin. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
On first down, they'll go back to Tootin. Taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
26-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Tampa after this. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins. They've got it 2nd and 1 coming up.
Here we go.
Run out of the gun, and it's Tootin. Trying to get to that pylon. Not there, but very close. They'll mark him out at the 1. A big play for Jacksonville. 45 yards.
First and goal, Jacksonville.
Ready.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal.
Ready. Hut up. Cowboy. Ready.
Tootin. And looked like he might have had a lane, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. 2nd down. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Let's go now. 60 bikes. Ready.
Now this time they'll... Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
You work all week on these goal-to-go situations. You got to have it. You got to take advantage when you're down this close, and not exactly an ideal sequence. Run game stuffed. Then you go to the air, and your protection can't hold up. Now you've got to try to find something here on 3rd and goal, and what was once a promising drive could end up being a bit of a letdown.
Lions.
Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher.
Ready.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
18 Cardinal.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got it at the 3.
These are the worst. I had a couple of years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and They got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Jaguars.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
14, Buccaneers 7. Cam Little with the kickoff for the Jaguars.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go! A tremendous return. It's already got him in field goal range.
That's just a lack of contain here by the kickoff team. You have to at least be able to slow him down. But he's able to get a good head of steam going up that right side. And he's finally forced that out of bounds, but not until he gets to the other side of midfield.
Okay, break. Get it. 60 Eagle.
Now, this looks like a design run. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Second and 10. They'll run. Johnson. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
A 2-yard pickup.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
This one's just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready? Hey! Cougar 19, crack all 80.
This drive begins with a run by two. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that one.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 3.
Come on, set. Ready, ready?
Another run here with Tootin. Past midfield to the 45. And he will score. Facial Tootin. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The kick is good. Makes the score Jaguars 21, Buccaneers 10.
following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Count 60, count 60. Ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. That is hard. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 75 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The extra point is good. And the Buccaneers are back within 4. It's 21-17.
17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
Now, faking the give. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That is brought in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. Now an opening past the 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Ready, break.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Only trying to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 47-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. Third and long. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Come on, come on. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. Hey, check that. Street.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. Got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll look to throw yet again. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
And that'll go for a gain of about 4. They're going to Parrish in there for the stop.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's third down.
19 Tiger. Ready.
And that is incomplete.
And the best offense on third downs, Mike, is to be really good on 1st and 2nd down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Throwing now from the gun. That's taken in. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Say what you want about this group, Mike, but they certainly aren't scared. I mean, not only to go for it on 4th down, but the quarterback decides to throw that ball into double coverage and somehow still resulted in them being able to extend this drive. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
On the ready. Ready! Hawk 70, go!
Now, toss, left side, that's 2. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. They'll stop the clock at 24 seconds to go until halftime. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. Here's a run. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
60 Vikings.
At the Buccaneers' 5-yard line.
19 tight.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Pick by Benjamin Morrison. He's to midfield. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 34-yard line.
Ready, break! Liking it. Ready.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest game.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9.
Check, Panthers. Ready.
Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Alabama.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6. Now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
On the ground, it's Tootin to start the drive. Inside the 30. And he will score. Facial Tootin. Touchdown, Jaguars. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
60, trap 60. Let's go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Okay, break. 7 Pirates. Let's go now.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 31 yards.
70 Lions. Go.
On the ground, it's Johnson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
That'll give on the ground. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd and a yard.
Ready.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have a Buccaneers first down. Able to get the 3rd down conversion. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Now a handoff running right. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The kicking team on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Buccaneers have cut the deficit to 5. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Deputy. 18 Cardinal. 18.
They'll throw out of the gun. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Bronco 80.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss. For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up third and real long.
Third and a long way to go.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Trap 60, trap 60.
Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Here we go, set. Pep, ready.
That is caught out wide on the RPO.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
From the 1, second and goal.
Cougar 19, go!
They'll look to throw again. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
Forced out wide. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
Check the Eagle, check the Eagle. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, But then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field. And this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
It's third down. Third and long.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves. Hey, smash Broncos.
Back to throw. Moving. Oh, the ball comes out. It's picked up by one of his teammates. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up 4th down. These are drive killers.
60 by 79 Broncos.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's caught! And he's going to have the Jaguars first down on what will be a big play there for 4th and long.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
A run on 1st and goal. And he's got another one. Facial shooting. Touchdown, Jaguars. That is 3 touchdowns in this one, and he's up to 11 on the season. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Viking 8.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready? Go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. It is 3rd and 10.
Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll look to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
Ready. Here we go.
On the give, it's 2, and that'll be a pickup of 3.
On the jump.
Second down, they need 7.
2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Pushed out to his left. This is caught at the 2. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. His 4th TD grab of the season. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Jaguars 56, Buccaneers 30. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days.
Come on.
That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Going right. It's taken in. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Back to the air one more time. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
At the 36-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
Set up. Ready.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. The former 1st overall pick in 2022, Trayvon Walker, in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9. Push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal.
7 Pirates.
A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in, and that'll go down as an incompletion.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Tampa. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. And give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The offense staying put. They will go for 2.
The Bucs will set up for the 2.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion.
Everybody's looking to end every drive with 6, but when you can turn that 6 into 8, man, what a confidence boost coming off the field, and you're going to force their opponent now to start chasing.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
On 1st down, they'll go with Tootin. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 18 Pioneer.
Now, faking the give, moving to his left. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
3rd and 2. Here we go. They'll look to pick it up with Tootin. The Buccaneers forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come. 4th down is moving.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
Here we go. Viking 18.
Throwing now from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Okay, break. Dragon 60.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now, he'll air one out. That is brought in. And he will score again. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Get it. Craft all 80.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. They bounced back from the loss last week. They would put in a determined effort and will come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Tampa.